Hello, my name's Mark Walsh. The year of my fellowship was 2013 and I went to the United States of America to look at the youth criminal justice system, specifically a program there called teen courts or peer courts. I'm currently a police constable with Hampshire Constabulary and I currently work with young offenders. So the aims of my project was to go to the United States and to see in practical terms how their peer court system work, with the aims of bringing that knowledge back to the UK to make an adaptive model and see if we could start a peer court in Hampshire. Ironically, I was stationed at Winston Churchill Avenue Police Station at the time when I was first working with young people and trying to think how we could combat the youth reoffending rate and also the negative effects of peer pressure. And I was just doing tweets about, oh, I've seen peer courts in America and they look really great. It'd be great if we can try and do this, something like this in Hampshire. And somebody picked up on that tweet and said, hey, you should check out the Winston Churchill Memorial Trust. And I thought it was a bit too good to be true at first. Someone, a travelling fellowship, someone would pay you, give you a grant to go anywhere in the world. I thought it was a dream, but then I applied and I was really fortunate and very grateful to be a recipient in 2013. As soon as I got the fellowship, one of my managers turned around to me and said, well, who are we to argue with Winston Churchill? And then that's when I knew something special had happened and I sort of was empowered to have a greater voice and people started to listen and started to come to my door. I did a project proposal to the Police and Crime Commissioner of Hampshire, which is Simon Hayes at the time, and he just fully got the concept and we were able to successfully launch the first pilot operation of a peer court in Hampshire. So it's 6 months in now and we've created a programme called the Hampshire Community Court and we've just done a 6-month review and the early results, although it is early days, have shown really positive signs. We've worked with 70 young people and only 1 out of those 70 young people have reoffended. So it's really, proof in the pudding, as it were. I went to America to look at the theory with the help of the fellowship, was able to come back and put that theory into practice, and the results are starting to show through. I believe my fellowship has impacted a number of people in different ways. Obviously myself and the personal benefits through the career, but also the young people I work with and the project they're now involved with. And we also have a dialogue about Winston Churchill and the fellowship and how that's relevant to the work that they're doing and we're now doing. Also the wider community, we do a lot of public engagement talks about the project and what we learned in America, and I've also been fortunate to do that on a national level. Last year on the return of my fellowship we presented to the Secretary of State for Justice, Chris Grayling MP. We delivered presentations at national conferences, namely the Youth Justice Board, Youth Convention, and also the Howard League Prison Reform charity. We also gave a talk there about what we're doing. Of course I'd recommend and encourage other people to apply. I can't see any reason why they wouldn't be. It was a fantastic experience. Just once in a lifetime, it's a bit too cliche, but the opportunities that you get, the doors that will open when you travel in the name of Churchill, it's really hard to put in words. So if you've got an idea and you want to travel somewhere to learn something and then return to inspire, then definitely fellowship will be for you. Well, many people say that Winston Churchill was a 19th century man, not fit for the 20th and 21st century, but actually I think that's not true. If you look closely, and the links might not always be obvious, but for the past 5 decades, there have been a number of great people, from doctors, nurses, teachers, police officers, lords, ladies, Olympians, that have travelled in the name of Winston Churchill and then come back to the UK to make his legacy relevant, to make his ideas, his ambition, his drive and determination to never give up relevant in today's society.